Well, we've reached the last preliminary round game at the World Cup Legends Tournament here in the lovely South Florida. The good Lord has blessed us with wonderful weather. But this is a dress rehearsal for tomorrow's finals. It's between the West Indies, the defending champions, and the United States of America. If you have been viewing over the last few days, you will agree with me that the two better teams are in the finals. And now it's all about who will gain that momentum leading into that big game tomorrow morning at 9:30. Joining me at the toss is both umpires Brown and Kalam, as well as Makorishi, who is of course the captain of the USA team and the former USA captain, who is now captain of the West Indies Legends team, Zamin Amin. Kalam will pass the coin to Zamin. Heads is the call. What's it?
Head.
So, Mark, you won yet another toss. You won all the tosses.
Yes, I won all the toss, and that's the expertise I have, I guess, and good luck, whatever. Anyway, we're going to be choose to bat first, and we're going to give him the ball.
And you've won all your games so far. This is a game. How important is this game leading to the finals?
Every game is important, as you know, that we was playing for, professional cricket, and this is a World Cup for us. And each game we're trying all 110%. I know the ages we had it, but we are all professional players. And Zamin is one of the international players also for the play representing USA also. And I play international cricket also, both of them. So we know that every game we play street cricket or the international cricket, all is same for us. So hopefully, we're going to be win this game also.
Any changes in your team?
Yeah, we have Nasir Javed is coming against Malik, Dr. Malik.
Well, Nasir Javed, the former Pakistan leg spinner, he's coming in and he's replacing Dr. Hamad Malik, who's a pain specialist, who's probably feeling pain right now. But Zawin, changes to your team?
Yeah, we have Peter Singh sitting out today and Tazmul is in the lineup.
And give us an update with the injury to Richard America, your Trinidad import.
Yeah, Rich unfortunately had pulled hamstring yesterday, and he wouldn't be able to go. We'll see how it goes from today to tomorrow, and hopefully, he can recover enough to be in the finals.
Well, that's the news from down here. The USA winning the toss yet again, but this time they've decided to bat first. Well, good afternoon, and we welcome you once again. This is the third game on day 2. It's also the last preliminary round match before we head into tomorrow's final and third place playoff. And this is a dress rehearsal, as we said at the toss just now, with the USA coming up against the West Indies. A dress rehearsal for the finals. The West Indies and USA will meet at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow to battle for the crown. USA looking to wrest the crown from the West Indies, who won it last year in the inaugural year. And it's going to be Ken Singh to take up the attack from the northern end. He is bowling to Faisal Akhtar, and partnering Akhtar at the top of the order is Mohammad Qureshi. There's a slip in place, and Ken Singh is coming in from the far end. Delivery too close to Akhtar to cut. He was trying to essay a cut at that. It goes back to Singh. As I say, good afternoon to Ivor Henry.
Yes, sir. Vinod, welcome back. And this is the final match of day number 2. And you've said it correctly. These two teams meet again tomorrow morning. We have some clouds hovering over, so let's see.
Ball him! Coming, swinging late, and the Faisal Akhtar is looking bemused by that. That delivery swung in late and disturbed his stumps. USA, they've lost a wicket already.
Yes, that one came back in from outside the off stump. A lot of times people think the left armer would be going away from them, but Ken Singh comes in to the batsman. He was not sure of the very first delivery, and the second one he was more confused.
Let's have a look at it here. Singh, the left armer, going around the wicket, and there it was, swinging in and going right through the gate. Ken Singh strikes, and the USA, they've lost their first wicket. Majid Mahmood is the man going out to join MAQ Qureshi. And Ivor, how was your short break just now? Did you enjoy the muffin that Roddy Lalman brought for you?
And brought for me. I'm getting a different story now.
They call him the Muffin Master.
Yes, I heard that Roddy brought it for someone else, and because it was not received or was not handed over, Sofian took a picture of him eating it, and he took a picture of his mind of what he was eating it for. Sofian,
he had no choice but to eat it himself.
Sofian Kamara has extra vision. He knew what he was thinking while he was eating the muffin.
Sofian did tell me that the reason Roddy had to eat the muffin was that one of my fellow commentators, I would not call any names.
No, don't.
Were playing Dan Blocker.
I thought he was playing left back.
we will see what happens tomorrow. There's still another day to go in this lovely tournament. We'll see what will happen tomorrow. So it's back to the cricket. Majid Mahmood is going to face. And you spoke of Majid Mahmood, who used to play in these parts before he migrated to Canada.
Yes, indeed. And it was very, very easy in the eyes. A Carl Hooper-like, just easy to watch, pleasing. Stroke, no slugger, no slug. So we are looking at him for the first time.
Easy to look at.
Yes, he didn't.
Is it as easy to look at Roddy eating that muffin?
Man, Roddy devoured that, man. It's like I was looking through his mind at the same time. I know what he was thinking while he was eating the muffin.
Hey, Singh. Oh, that's a good delivery. Then what saved Mahmood on that occasion was that he was right forward playing a stroke. And in the background, you can see some of the spectators, some of the West Indian fans. They have showed up here today. That was definitely going down the leg side.
Yes, that's Ken Singh goes one way. A lot of people don't realize that. His left arm round the wicket, coming with an angle. But he's no stranger to this type of bowling, I can tell you. It's overcast here, so some swing is going to be around.
Ken has really made a good start. Is this going to be the first maiden over of the World Cup? Let's wait and see. Driving nicely. It's a beautiful drive to the offside. And that's one. So it's the end of the over, 1 for 1.
1 for 1. And if it would have been a maiden, it would have been a maiden wicket also. And it would have been hard to top. Maiden wicket. But it was a good over nonetheless. Ken Singh normally bowls through his overs. His last game, he only bowled 2 overs, though. It was quite surprising. If you're playing 40 overs and he has 8 overs, he bowls them on the trot. There's no second spell for him. If they take him off after 5 overs, those 3 overs are done and dusted. He used to represent South Florida for a long time and would always open. So Majid is off the mark, and Qureshi is yet to face the delivery. So he has become watchman. Could we call it a day watchman or night watchman?
I think we can call it a night watchman. And then you can see Ken Singh going up to Mahmood just to have a friendly chat. And they might have played together here in South Florida many years ago, together with you, Ivor.
Yes, indeed, yes. The glory days. I call it the glory days. That's when we were playing red ball cricket, really. White shirts, so no heat coming to those colored clothing. Good, nice cotton cricket shirt and stuff. Felt like cricket, you know. Right now, it's all for the spectators, going for glory. Mahmood again, like you said, he played proper cricket.
Easy single. So it brings Qureshi on strike. He's going to face Bim George. So opening with spin from the Southern Pavilion end. Qureshi is forward. Qureshi is another one of those players who likes to rotate the strike. Pretty good runner between the sticks.
And he puts a price on his wicket also. I can say that. He gave away his wicket this morning. I can tell you that. Picked out deep mid wicket. This time he getting inside edge, not middling it.
That one coming in with the arm.
Down the leg side.
Umpire Callum gets some exercise.
Who needs Jenny Craig when you can umpire? Get your exercise in. Qureshi yet to get off the mark. He's coming forward. Taking it to the onside. Still can't score.
He has to be careful here, Qureshi. He's playing around that front pad. So he has to be careful for the delivery that pitches and goes straight on. Down the leg side again. So another wide signal.
Qureshi is trying to do some house cleaning, trying to pull out the boom, trying to do some sweeping. Comes forward.
For on the 19th player in Pakistan, Qureshi. So he has some pedigree as well. Has scored runs in the South Florida League. Driving over a point. It's going to run away very close to the boundary. And they take 2. So Qureshi getting an over pitch delivery, allowing him to free his arms.
Yeah, give him width there with that one outside the off stump. And there's no cover sweeper. He got over the infield and he's off the mark with 2. So at the end of over number 2, it's 6 for 1. And that is indeed the latest score here at Broward County Stadium.
On 6 for 1 at the moment. Ken Singh to continue from the far end. So we're expecting to see Ken go through his spell once he keeps it tidy, which he does more often than not. He's going to bowl to Mahmood. And Qureshi naturally thought the left-hander was going to go over the wicket, but he's bowling round the wicket.
It's getting dark in here. Some real heavy dark clouds are hovering around.
Mahmood clips this nicely. Qureshi's motoring down and he reaches in. So a single, and the lights should be on pretty soon. You think, Iva?
If it stays this way, I would think so. It's pretty dark at this time. Let me get right here.
Yeah. So 7 for 1. Rishi to face Ken Singh. Has to be careful with Singh bringing that ball into him. He's walking down the track. That's well played. Getting it into the gap. They take 1. They're looking for 2. Mahmood wants 2. He can't get it. But that was good thinking there by Qureshi. He was going down the track to negate the swing of Ken Singh. And he was able to play it away neatly just forward of square. The lights have been switched on by the authorities. So it should be a lot better for the batsmen out there. Oh, that's a good shot. Down behind square. That'll run away for 4. That's the first boundary. And just coming forward there, Mahmood, and clipping it nicely for 4.
That's what say proper cricketing shot again. There's no wind up, it's no nothing. Easy in the eyes. Still the same. Mahmood looking good. Coming in, trying to represent the USA, coming from across the border, Canada. He didn't represent Canada, but he's representing the USA. That in terms, I can say he's representing cricket.
That was a lovely shot.
Came in at number 3, so in his usual spot at the top of the order. Goes on to 7 from 7. Again, he's covering up nicely. Plays it on the onside. Ken Singh does the fielding to his own bowling. Had a brief shower this morning. Let's hope that no more rain for the duration of this tournament.
We have 2 games tomorrow, and one hopes that all goes well. This is slugged away over mid-wicket for 4. Lovely shot there by Mahmood.
He still looks the part. There's one pitch outside the off stump, but with only 2 men outside of the 30-yard circle, he just leant into it and just swept it forward of the backward square down to the mid-wicket boundary for 4.
It was within his range.
He's into double figures now on 11.
Driving. And he's in trouble. Yes. Amin will take the catch. He don't drop them. So Zamin Amin takes the catch. Mahmood has to go.
Gets a leading edge.
Then rehearses the proper shot, which was the shot to go down the ground with. And the second wicket has fallen. USA, they are 16 for 2.
Well, Ken Singh taken 2 in 2. 2 overs, 2 wickets. And like I said, he got the leading edge. He was going into the onside, turned the bat too quickly. But with these big bats, these edges, he takes the ball. So Qureshi's still there. He has only faced 6 deliveries for his 3 runs. So Magic goes for 11 from 10. Disgusted with himself.
Did look good while he was there, though.
Yeah, it did look good. So he came for a good time, but not for a long time.
Majid Mahmood.
Well, I guess they're going to be depending on these 2 to stabilize the inning.
Yeah, and he has been a good player for the USA.
Yes, and you still have Ken Singh to come, who will really wheel the willow in the first match he played this morning.
Qureshi going after this one. It crashes into the pad.
Yeah, he was trying to get it over mid-on, who's up in the circle. But let's see if they're going to Yes, they're going to make the change now. They're going to bring in the wide long off, and the mid on is going to go back. So they know Croatia well. There's the mid wicket and the long on, just like the trap was set for him this morning, with a long on and a mid wicket. Same scenario.
Easy single in the end. Kiani responded well. Kiani has to be careful. He's pushing out. He's not covering that off stump at all. There's a big gap between bat and pad.
Yeah, his feet was anchored in cement.
It's a good shot this time. Getting it away from the backward point. Playing it as late as he could have.
Yeah, he pretty much just guided it between the slip and backward point for a single to get off the mark. It brings Croatian strike. He's not hit the boundaries yet, unlike Croatia at the top of the inning. But been some pretty good bowling here by the defending champions, West Indies.
Bim George has been good. He has been right on spot, as well as Ken Singh, who has taken 2 wickets, including the dangerous Mahmood.
Yes, some good tight gripping stuff here. So, second over for George, and he has only given up 7 runs. So
remember, Mahendra Nagamutu still to come. Ken Singh is going to come in for his 3rd over. 2 for 11 so far.
Yes, well, the best bowling figure so far in this tournament is what? 4 wickets for 8 runs? It is. I think I had that someplace here. Not for 8 runs. No. There was a 4-wicket haul
This morning.
this morning. Yes. 4 for 11. Yep. Aftab. Because there, he's the one who got 4 for 11. That's going to be hard to beat. So at least Canada has to pride himself with something. Oh, that's a juicy full toss. That's just turn around the corner.
Just eased away. He didn't try to hit that at all. Probably had he been in there a little longer, he might have tried to hit that out of the ground.
Well, he's on the light, so I don't think that he's saying it's too dark out there. That should have been crashing into the scoreboard, the electronic scoreboard. Remember, Darren Bravo hit the ball right into the scoreboard. That was a big 6. There's a single.
Well, that should have been a single. Yep. Rishi not responding. Probably a bit winded.
Perhaps. He's saying, let's see out Ken Singh. He's in 3rd and final over. Still some 4 deliveries to go. He's swinging darts.
Yeah, Makiani is lucky as he's just fanning the bat at that. Has to be careful here.
No use of the feet. His feet again is anchored in cement. Just wafting. West Indies comes up against Scotland. What's in play?
Beaten again.
West Indies taking this one against Scotland?
I think they'll definitely take that.
Definitely take that. Good answer. Good answer. Poon is going to come good. A lot of people are feeling that he's under pressure. Trust me, he's going to come good. They're not reading Ken Singh at all.
So he finishes his spell, has he? Just the 1 delivery to go. So just a lone delivery from Singh's spell. Driving. Can't beat cover. So the end of an excellent spell of bowling there by Ken Singh. His 3 overs, 2 for 13.
Yes, could not have better. In the power play, he would have picked up 2 wickets. And he's done and dusted in this inning as far as bowling is concerned. He has now have to go and support the bowlers in the field, or perhaps give an advice or 2, just to will the other bowlers on. One was bowled neck and crop, but he needed Zamin to assist him in getting the second wicket.
Well, Zamin is a very tight bowler, and they've decided to bring him in. George was doing an excellent job, none for 7. So, Ivor, it's probably about time I leave you in the very capable hands of Kimberly.
Oh. You're not sorry for me at all. Kimberly, you were not around to get the muffin. The muffin has been eaten. Waddy would have eaten the muffin. So, sorry I had to tell you about that. You're a muffin-less. So welcome Kimberly, and this time MAQ is going big, he's going far, he's going long, and it's a maximum. And we just said it's a long time. I have not seen Kuishi would have batted in the power play and would not have struck a boundary. Here it is, he's gone big. Look at the replay. Zamin, the skipper to skipper, floats up one outside the off stump. Meat and drink for Kuishi. Baseball style. That was a big hit. Kim.
Yes, indeed, for sure. He muscles up for that shot.
And again, to the offside. Here it is, Croatia on the charge as he strikes this one past the extra cover and pick the gap between cover sweeper and long off and gets the boundary. So Croatia is taking a liking to Zamin.
So that's 10 runs from 2 deliveries.
So quick, fast, and in a hurry, Croatia has mottled along and gone into double figures. He's on 14 from 13. He have realized 2 batters would have come and gone, and he wants to lead from the front. He's going after him again and guides this one into the offside and gets a single, gets off strike, takes his individual total onto 15 and his total onto 31. 31 for 2. We're under lights, Kimberly. I thought your smile would have lit up the field. That's what Wadi Lal.
What a shot! It's in the air. Will it be taken or will it go to the boundary? Can't see. My vision has been blocked by the side screen, but I guess it didn't carry. No. They picked up a run, 32 for 2, going at a run rate of 5.5. Qureshi, he's on 15 from 14.
Qureshi covers up and plays this one proper cricketing fashion and can't score. As that over comes to an end, my partnership has realized some 16 runs already. Zamin going for plenty in his first over, going for 12, 6 and a 4 off the bat of Qureshi, 2 singles to accompany those 2 boundaries. And remember, folks, it's a 15 over competition. It's going to be, we started that way, I think it's going to end that way. Although 2 games will be on for tomorrow. Would it be still 15 overs? So throughout it's going to be 15 over tournament. So umpire Kalam and Vincent Brown officiating in this, the final match on day 2, 32 for 2. Again, Qureshi has a knack for winning tosses. Would you believe that he would have called right again today? He won the toss.
Again?
Won the toss again.
Whoa.
This time they decided to bat first. The chase might have been a bit nervy in the first game. So they decided that they're going to trust their bowlers to defend whatever they would have made.
So that's 3 from 3 with the toss.
Well, Ryan comes in. This one is down the leg side. He's trying to work it around the corner. And whapped him on the pad. No appeal.
So I was downstairs earlier, and spectators, they're here and they're loving the game. It's pretty windy down there. The sun is not out now, but it's very cool across the ground. And if you think the game is done, no, we're not done as yet. You still have time. We're still in the first innings of the third game, so you still can pan over, have some fun, and just relax and watch good cricket. A wide will signal there. So I want to say thanks to Team Canada and Team India. Good game played earlier.
Yes, with Canada being the victor, they got the first win of the tournament. This is a quick single. Yeah, that was touch and go there, but it turned out to be good in the end. So this brings the hard-hitting Qureshi on strike. Should I say he's following in the footsteps of his son, Zishan Qureshi. Zishan, he hits the ball a long way. That's his son. Outside the off stump, he's on the back foot, he's punching, and a better throw would have been interesting. But he was throwing from the ground. He was on all fours when he tried to effect a run out. So that these two batters are taking their chances against the fielders, especially inside the 30-yard circle. So Amir Kiani, he is on 5. He has sucked up some 12 deliveries so far. Qureshi going at 16 for 16. Again, all viewers to MAQ TV, we welcome you. This time he's getting down on one that's coming in to him. Blocked it right in front of him, wicket keeper. Does the tidying up there. Qureshi saying, try to get some singles. There's a lot of gaps around. Just don't get these dots to build up. Outside the off stump. He's wafting at that one outside the off stump. 2 dots on the trot to end the over. So Diano is even doing better. He's 1 over for 3 runs. So the only bowler who has been carted out of the park has been the skipper himself, when he went for some 12 runs in his first over. That's skipper Zamin. I think he's going to change his helmet. Maybe he's going to use a cap. Wicket is not that bouncy to be, in your helmet if you're thinking about bounces. So Ken Singh is not Ken Singh. Kenway Wright is padded up. He came on view in the frame there a while ago. He was the man who, in the first inning, who would have
finished the game,
first game, when the USA was causing some nervy stomachs around the park. Team Canada was willing on. Team India hoping for them to win that match against the United States. But it was not to be, so now they have to settle for a 3rd place finisher tomorrow. This time they play this one in the offside, and they're off and running again for single. So Qureshi is on 17, running a lot of quick singles. So Qureshi wanting to do well. This legend tournament. This time he's whipping this one off the legs down to the backward square leg for just a single. Good throw comes into the wicket keeper.
So it's windy on the outside. Feel a little bit chilly in the commentary box here. It's because of the AC.
Well, it's not cold to me. It feels good. But it's not really cold in here. No, there's no.
It's cool.
It's just cool. Just cool.
But it's windy on the outside. Good evening for cricket. Lovely day. Persons on the outskirts. Nice shot. And it will definitely hasten to the boundary for 4.
Yes, again, coming off the outer portion of the bat, but it was a good square-driven shot. Croatia seemed to master that. Look at it on the replay. Outside the off stump again, is square driving, pass backward point, splitting point, and the third man, and away she goes.
Well, MAQ moves on to 21. More than what he played in the first innings against Team India.
Yes, he's stroking this one nicely off his pads. Bowler doing the work himself. There's a vacant mid on. They have given up a single right in. Croatia rightly just put it in that place and got himself a single. Gets off strike, brings Amir, who have not been really wheeling the willow. He has sucked up 15 deliveries for his 6 runs. He has not come to terms with what's happening yet. This time he's going after this one.
Can't make connection at all.
No, I wouldn't say that. I thought he caught up with air.
So 8 overs completed, 42 for 2. Matt Qureshi, he's on 22 from 20 deliveries. Amir, he's on 6 from 16. Coming from this over 7 runs, a boundary and 3 singles.
Yes, so Amir Kiani, he just hit air, but he got no runs to advance the scoreboard, nor his tally. But you can't say he hit nothing.
Yes.
You told me that there's breeze out there.
Yes. So Mahmood, the last wicket that fell here, Mahmood, he's back in the dressing room.
He looks good for his the short stay. He hit 2 lovely boundaries. And going for a third of Kensing, got a leading edge. And this mark is cutting. And the throw was a bit off the mark there. And there's overthrows.
So they picked up 2. Well, Mac seems to be in a hurry looking to go back for the third. But Amir has his back turned to him.
Yeah, it seems like Mac is all charged up. He's energized. Maybe he had one of those Mac energy drinks because he's moving like a spring chicken. It's good to see, though. Outside the off stump again, he's cutting. And it's going to be trouble. No, he got in. And they're going to be overthrows again.
So this partnership moves up to 30. They're in over number 9, going at a run rate of 5.5 runs and over. 3 extras already. 46 for 2. Team USA, they have lost their wicket for no run. The first wicket.
That's a good shot again by Qureshi. Didn't time it as well as he would have liked. If they run hard, they will get the double. Yes, indeed. It was outside the off stump. Making some height out there, and he played it over the infield. Didn't have the timing, but was good enough for 2 runs. So Qureshi is really giving the scores here some work to do. There's no dots, hardly any dot in the last, say, 2 or 3 overs. Now the bowler decides to change mode. He's bowling his right arm round the wicket. And outside a quicker one, flatter, goes through outside the off stump. Qureshi tried to play it into the offside. They're making an adjustment down in deep. Putting the man from deep extra cover and putting him to deep point. But Qureshi is going over the short extra cover for 1, and they're turning for 2.
They have lost their first wicket without any runs on the board. They managed to build, they are building a partnership. This partnership now consists of 34 runs, going at a run rate of 5.7.
Well, 50 comes the ball. No. What's happening here? No. I thought I saw Timber. This one was wrapped him. I think he wrapped him on the pad. Let's see. No, he wrapped him on the pad. That's what it was. It was a quicker delivery. And Qureshi was trying to put it into the onside, but he missed. So the 50 comes up on the board. Qureshi, a bit winded, I would think. He has run a couple doubles in that over. And he moves on to 30 from 26. Amir again is yet to join the party. He is on 6 from 16.
So that's 8 runs coming from the over. And Vijay, 2 overs down for him already, with only 11 runs coming from it. And 34 runs partnership, 3 extras from it so far. So they're going pretty well after a wicket went down without any runs on the board. And they managed to hold it.
Yeah, Croatia is winded. He would have won 4 doubles in that over. He's calling for water, but no one is seem to be paying attention. This time it's in the air. It's going towards long off.
What a catch! Beautiful catch. To send Amir back to the dressing room, who have soaked up 16 deliveries, make 6, and he's gone. The score reads a 50 for 3 in over number 10.
Yes, so the third wicket too have come and gone and left Croatia out there in the middle. Here it is again. It's going after him, getting the towing of the bat. But the beauty about this was the effort that the long off-fielder made there. Got in and held on. It was shoestring. By the time he got to him, it was a shoestring catch, and those always look good. But Amir, he would have sucked up somewhat 17 deliveries, so he was not really doing the team any justice. He was sucking up deliveries. But it's going to be a different ball game if Ken Wright were to stay there and face the next 5 overs. Only 5.5 balls are left. Overs and balls. Let's see. I count one way to 5.5. With 5 overs to go, I want to put myself on the spot. If Kenway stays, if Croatia can get his second wind, 125 is on the board. Okay. Another 75 ones.
Okay.
It's not going to be easy.
So we have watched Kenroy Wright earlier in the first game of the morning of today's game. And he played a good innings, coming at number 6 for Team USA. And managed to get them over the line. He's been called on again to play an innings where they can get something tangible on the board, like 130, 135 thereabout, to give West Indies something to defend.
Here he goes, swinging this one down to deep backward square leg. Gets him off the mark with a single. So it's a local boy here in the South Florida region. So that brings MAQ on strike. MAQ has been there from the top of the inning. They're making some adjustment to the field. Pushing back fielders for MAQ. MAQ is pulling. Not timing it as well as you would have liked, but it's going to get a single.
$51 for 3. So 52 now. And Kenroy Wright, he's off the mark. He's 1 from 2. It's a good delivery there from Sattar. Abdul
Salim Sattar. West Indies are the defending champions.
So tomorrow we know the final comes up. The winner takes all, which is $10,000 US. 10 overs gone, 52 for 3. 10 overs down, 3 extras. Current run rate is 5.3. This partnership between Qureshi and Wright equals to 3. Qureshi, who is on 31, been at the crease since the start of the game. And he's on 31 from 27. Carl Wright was been at the crease for now about 5 minutes, going to 8. So he's on 2 from 4 deliveries. Sattar picked up a wicket from his second over. 10 runs from his spell so far. Vijay 11 runs from his spell so far. Bowled 2 overs. It is a wonderful day here. Spectators who are downstairs, they are enjoying themselves after a hard week of work. Why not relax and watch some cricket? And my viewers who are watching on maqtv.com, thanks for tuning in. Those who are in Jamaica, those who are in Pakistan, India, Sri Lanka, right across the world. If it is morning there, good morning. It is good night, good night. And I know for sure it's evening in Jamaica, good evening.
Bang, he's swinging this one down to the backward square, going very, very close to the boundary, and it goes over the boundary ropes now. A bit of footwork there. And these guys don't like to put in the dive. They don't like to use their hands. All of the teams are guilty of that. So Ken Wright starts this over well.
Ken Wright picked up a boundary there. If he get loose, he can be dangerous. Taken!
No.
Is it?
Drop.
Waiting.
No. He dropped that. He didn't hold that. No.
Waiting for a signal from the umpire.
No, he dropped that. Do we have to see that again? Let's see. Do we play? I don't think he held on.
They're celebrating. The batsman still at the crease. Maybe he's waiting for the index finger of umpire Vincent Brown. What is he saying? I'm waiting for the signal. Everybody's giving him the index finger. Let's watch the replay here and the monitor in the commentary box.
Okay, let's see if he threw the ball behind his back or what.
Oh, he threw it behind him.
Yeah.
So he's gone.
Yeah, he threw it behind him. Yes. He took it and threw it behind him.
Well, he did it so quickly that he didn't even realize what he did. He catch it, then throw it behind him. So a wicket for Nagamutu. He picked up a wicket for 4 runs in his second over now. So, right, the dangerous batsman, he goes back to the dressing room. He's gone for 6 from 6 deliveries. The score reads 57 for 4. Right, couldn't believe it. So Ken Singh and Tyreek having a chat towards the crease while he walks towards the crease.
Yeah, Tyreek was the bowler that started in the wickets for this tournament. When there was coming up against it, it was 80 without loss when he was summoned into the attack and broke the partnership against Canada. Yes, sir.
So, Tariq Hussain, the new batter, 57 for 4. Have Joe coming in with me. And so Qureshi, he's still there. Good afternoon, Joe. How are you doing?
Good afternoon to you.
And welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. So Team USA, they won the game this morning. Now they're up against the defending champion Team West Indies, and they're at 57 for 4. What do you think of this game so far?
Well, just coming in and looking at the game, a current run rate of 5.3. 54 for 4 in 10 overs. This been a 20 over game.
A 15.
15 the reduces. So I think the USA need to put a little more runs on the board to make it a challenge game.
For West Indies.
Well, certainly.
Yes. Well, a loud appeal. Umpire Brown walks away. Not interested in that. So, MAQ, he has been at the crease. He opened the innings and he's on 31. Get past where he was this morning because he also opened the innings as well. This morning, I think he got 8 in the first game. Now he's on 31.
Well, Mr. MAQ have surprised me since last year. In one of the game against the West Indies, he opened the innings and batted through all 20 overs.
Wow.
And, well, of course, they didn't win. West Indies was undefeated last year. And, well, he's doing pretty well. But with a wicket now falling and Mr. Tariq Hussain, let's see what he can do to push the score forward.
Right. So 59 out. We haven't had a low score in the yes, we did with India when they lost the game yesterday. They were 85 for 7 at the end of their 15 overs, but now 11 overs completed here, and the score reads 60 for 4.
It seemed below par score. However, let's see in the next 4 overs what the USA team can do to make a difference. What is your thought in terms of, at this stage, what's a projected score?
Well, at this stage, because let me mention this first, they lost the first wicket without no runs on the board. They managed to build a partnership to get to 60 where they are now. And if Team West Indies get another wicket, then put them in a spot about that, maybe they make a round 98, 100, somewhere thereabout.
Well, as you would have observed from yesterday, 98 or 100 or thereabouts will certainly be an under par score.
Yes.
And I just came in, so I'm not sure how the wickets are playing today compared to yesterday.
They're playing lovely. I see spinners getting turn on it. They're getting bounce on it. It is playing lovely. The previous game, Team Canada, they bowled well, and they're batting well as well.
Good to hear. What it means by your information is that a low score, but we could get a good game in.
Indeed.
As a final preliminary rounds game. So that bears augur into we should have definitely a fantastic final tomorrow.
Yes. I'm looking forward to that, and must commend the ground staff as well. They put in a lot of work in this pitch. This is the 6th game playing here. 2 yesterday, we had 3, and today this is the 3rd game.
Yeah, and with the projection of rain yesterday, we had a fantastic day.
Yes.
Where I'm coming from, I'm coming all the way from Dania Beach, and it's setting for rain.
Oh, yeah?
So I was in a little awe whether the game is on or not.
Okay.
But the weather is holding up pretty well.
We had a little drizzle this morning, but nothing too much, and we turned out to have a beautiful day.
It is certainly a little bit cloudy, but the lights are on, and like you said, we should have a good finish to this preliminary round.
Yes. And the bowlers of West Indies, they are bowling pretty tight, not giving them any room. Qureshi went for some big hits, managed to get some boundaries in. And the danger man, the previous wicket that went down earlier, Kenroy Wright, skies that one, drops in no man's land.
And it's good for 2. That's a good 2 runs. Good hustle there from MAQ Qureshi. And the bowler, Abdul Sattar, have been bowling well. 15 from 2 point. Well, now it will be 16 from 3 overs. It's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all. So it's over, come to an end, 67 for 4. What I noticed with Qureshi, though, Joe, he's doubling up.
Well, I would think that MAQ Qureshi is realizing that the score is below par, and now there's only 3 more overs, so they need to push on. Yes. Even by taking some risk by some doubles and maybe some rash stroke or unconventional strokes.
That's true. So they are at 67 now. 3 overs to go. West Indies bowling pretty well. They have to force themselves to go for the big shot, not giving them any room at all. They're not bowling short, they're bowling full of a length. So you have to give yourself as the batsman some room. They have to innovate something to get some boundaries.
Well, Kimberly, as you would see, this 3 overs will make a difference. What's the target? Now, the run rate at the moment is 5.6. Based on that, at an average of 6, 3 overs, we're looking at 18 runs. 18 runs will probably take this total to about in the 80s, which will certainly be on the par score.
On the par score. And then you have the experienced Nagamuto in his second over now, picked up a wicket for 7 runs. It is Qureshi who is on strike. He's on 37.
Well, he seems to be the backbone of the
Skies that one fielder won't get there in time just to run. So Qureshi, he's trying to take some chances here to see if he can get some boundaries in.
I think he don't have much of a choice because certainly, like I said, on the pass score, but a shot like that, they need to try and...
What a shot! It is gone over the ropes for a colossal 6. What a shot! That's a good shot.
That's certainly a good shot and well needed by the USA team. The USA team will certainly welcome that boundary, that maximum. And I guess they might want to move forward from here.
Yes. They'll have to get more of those. The score runs to 74.
As we were saying earlier, is that average of 6 runs are over. There's already 7 runs in the over in 3 balls. So they're certainly pushing along.
Yes. So this partnership consists of 17 runs so far.
And
go ahead, Joe.
And that's they're going to get definitely 2 runs. Misfield by the fieldsman there. The score moves on to, that should be 76 for 4 in 2.4. So
12.4.
Sorry, 12.4. So let's see. Again, the USA is doing what they need to do.
But they need to do more.
Certainly, but they're certainly better than
what it was.
It was, certainly. So let me see what our final total in this game of cricket is. That anything is possible in the last 2 overs.
Yes, indeed. And Tyreek, he's 10 from 7. Waited patiently for that. Skies it. Will it go all the way? Umpire Brown
4.
Signal a massive 6.
4. It's 4.
Oh, he called it back to say it's 4.
Yeah.
1 bounce to the boundary for 4.
Actually, he was asking the fieldman.
What is it?
From here, I saw it was a 4.
Okay.
But yeah, the umpire certainly want to make sure rather than canceling the decision.
Maybe I have to borrow your glasses, Joe.
My glasses, well, it's all natural.
So 80 score moves up to 80. Good going from Tyreek, 14 from 8. He's opening up for the big shots. They have to try and get a good total on the board. Is that direct hit? It seems as if Qureshi, that's a direct hit. Qureshi will have to walk back to the dressing room. He's gone for 38. A good return at the non-striker end to send Qureshi, who have been at the crease for quite some time, back to the dressing room. The 5th wicket has fallen. It is 80 for 5.
Well, that wicket of Qureshi, I mean, as you would see, he's the backbone of the total so far. A new batsman coming in could make a difference.
Yes.
For better or worse.
Yes.
Like a marriage, right?
Yeah.
For better or worse.
Well, he'll have to say, I do.
Oh, okay.
But that was a good return, though. Direct hit, Akai. Yes, to the stumps to send Qureshi back. He's gone for 38. A good innings played there by MAQ Qureshi. And they're going at 6.2 runs and over. 13 overs completed. 5 extras so far from the innings. And so a new batter to the crease.
5 extras is not bad at this time, 13 overs. Sometimes a guy could bowl one wide ball, runs to 4, and you could get 5 extras.
That's true.
So 5 is not bad under these circumstances. You can see that the West Indies team are quite disciplined in their bowling. And as you would observe from yesterday and as well today, there's, because of the nature of the pitch, a lot of spin bowling.
Yes, they use a lot of spinners this morning, especially Team USA.
And in the West Indies, I could tell you definitely from the comparison of the team, because last year I was the coach of the team, and knowing the guys, I came to support them. One of our best spinners from last year, who had 5 wickets and a hat-trick in the final, Prem Singh, he's been a little bit injured. But meanwhile, we still have 5 spinners on the team.
So he's the one who went to Australia with an injury and picked up 18 wickets?
That's the guy, Prem Singh, locally based in Florida here. Excellent player, demanded worldwide in the Masters department.
Okay. Well, he reminds us of Malcolm Marshall, who went to the crease with a broken hand for the West Indies years ago.
Well, as you bring up Malcolm Marshall, one of the greatest West Indian fast bowlers, but that era was an era by itself.
Yeah.
It's an area we'll be talking for forever.
Forever. Can't be erased.
Not at all. And in today's game in the West Indies is hit and miss, sort of saying that hopefully eventually, hoping we get back the battery of fast bowlers that could destroy the world again.
Oh, yes. Talking about West Indies, though, I was talking to Ivor earlier, and he says he's backing West Indies to be in the top 4 in the World Cup.
Well, it's quite possible because West Indies, we play what we are labeled with Calypso cricket. And anything is possible with the West Indies team.
So
we have a good team. We have a good team. The question is delivering the goods. And if the guys come together and deliver the goods, I believe we could beat anyone. That's my thought.
If they show up to the party.
Well, being a West Indian myself, like you, and we are not quite happy with West Indian cricket. But however, our heart and soul is out there, so we need to support them.
That's true. It's just for the West Indies team to be very consistent in whatever they do. It's a nice shot. Put in some footwork. That seems to be King.
King, yeah, Lester King. From all the way from Antigua. And the bowler here is Vijay Sivnarine, New York base. And he's bowling to Tariq Hussain. And he's coming down the track, drives to the offside, 1 run. They attempted to, but look at that.
Did he manage to get home? It's given. Umpire Vincent Brown at square leg raises the index finger, and Tyreek will see his way back to the... Is it Tyreek or Khan to see his way back to the dugout? The 6th wicket has fallen. It is 86 for 6 in over number 14, Joe.
I think that might be Khan because they were attempting the 2nd run.
Okay.
The batsman was Tariq Hussain, so...
It's Khan.
It has to be Khan.
Yes.
Who was attempting the 2nd run.
But he fumbled there and threw it into the bowler. The bowler sees what was happening and make a quick throw to the keeper. Very good work from the wicket keeper as well.
Well, good observation. But when Khan tried for the 2nd one, which they need runs at this stage, Hussain was not interested. So it made it a one-sided affair. So it was easy to the fieldman or the bowler, Sivnarine, to throw it because Khan was too much out of his crease.
Yeah, way down the track.
He was trying to run like Usain Bolt.
So 87 runs. Will they manage to get to the 98 or to the 99?
Well, we still have 7 balls. Anything is possible.
Anything is possible because cricket is a game of glorious uncertainties.
Well, definitely. And Sivnarine bowls to Devendra Maharaj and There's one run there. Devendra Maharaj, being from Trinidad and Tobago, took the strike in the last over. So let's see, as a new batsman, what he can execute in this last over.
Yes, so 14 runs, 14 overs completed. From this over, they picked up 7 runs and a wicket. Wicket has fallen in this over. There seems to be having some activities on the far side. Pulling up on our monitor here in the commentary box. Think it's some Guyanese festival happening over there. Joe, will you be happening over later on?
Well, yes, actually, now is an era for Hindus around the world. And October 24th is what you call Diwali. It's a festival of lights known across the world, and they're having a Diwali festival. It's all vegetarian, no alcohol, it's all religious. So they're having a cultural show. So lower down at the beginning of the stadium.
Skies at one is in the air. Who wants it? The bowler comes around. Take on. What a catch. Good catch. A cotton ball there from Nagamutu. 7 wickets down. 88 for 7. They are in danger to get good score on the board. Or is it possible for them to get to 99? Joe?
At this stage, it's possible, but it's unlikely.
That's true.
I hope I'm not being biased or sidestep in terms of favoritism here.
That's good. So 7 wickets down. Tyreek, he's on 20 from 12. Partnership, nothing. Nagamutu picked up 2 for 21 he's in his 3rd over now.
Well, Nagamutu has been consistent in the wicket taking department. I don't know what is his total at the moment, but he's doing tremendously well. Last year he was the player of the series.
Yeah?
Yeah, he was the player of the series last year with both batting and bowling.
That's good. So,
so the new batsman is Prahlad Madabushi. And he faces Nagamutu, who have bowled 2.1 overs, 21 runs, 2 wickets. Being the last 5 balls, let's see what the US team could muster up to move this total.
I'm looking at some notes that we have from yesterday. I saw where Nagamutu picked up 3 wickets and 9 runs. That's what I'm seeing here. That was good. A good spell yesterday.
Well, he had 2 games, so...
and he also got 3 for 8.
Right, so... And then you have 2 now, so that should be 8 wickets based on your stats.
Yes.
So Tariq Hussain so Prahlad Madabushi is on strike, the new batsman, and Nagamutu the bowler.
So they are at 91 now, 91 for 7. Will they get another 6 or 7 runs with 2 deliveries to go, 2 legal deliveries to come?
I think they need a maximum to get to that total. So
yes. Well, he skies that one. Is this the maximum? The fielder gets back. Will it be taken? Waiting for a signal. It is 6. Gone maximum. For a huge 6. What a shot. That's the 6 you have called for there,
that's
Joe. That's it.
That's the maximum, and USA will certainly like that shot because it takes them nearer to the 100 mark, which psychologically makes a difference.
Yes, it does. So I said 98, 1 delivery to come. Can they get to 100? Well, they moves up to 99.
I think is that the last ball, or
will they chance it? Well, it's a run out there. And that's the end of the innings for Team USA. So Team West Indies, they need 100 for victory. It's 99 for 7, and Joe will tell us what's on the scorecard.
Well, while the scorecard is coming up, remember you asked if they could reach the 99. They did reach it. They did. Well,
Yeah.
Faisal Akhtar, 2.
A duck.
No, sorry, 2 ball. A duck in 2 ball. Makarishi, 38 and 34. Majid Mahmood, 11 and 10 balls. Amir Khan Kiani is on 6. Kenroy Wright, 6. Tariq Hussain, 27. Nadeem Khan, 1. Devendra Maharaj, 1. Prahlad Marabushi, 1. Not run out, actually. And then we have the bowling department that comes on. We have Ken Singh, 3 overs, 13 runs, 2 wicket. Bim George, 2 overs, 7 runs, no wicket. Zamin Amin, 1 over, 12 runs, no wicket. Vijay Sinaran, 3 overs, 18 runs, no wicket. Abdul Salim Sattar, 3 overs, 16 runs, 1 wicket. And Mahindra Nagamutu, 3 overs, 31 runs, 2 wickets. From the bowling, I think Nagamutu went for a lot based on it. What's your thought?
Yes, I think so too, and I definitely agree with you. Looking at the economical stats there, it goes 10.3 runs and over. That's expensive.
Certainly, because the small score, and he's been one of the best bowlers in the tournament so far. That's a high
Yes.
average score.
Yes. So for now, Joe, we take a break and then we come back with the reply of West Indies. They need 100 runs for victory. Viewers, stay tuned.
My intro. I'm CEO Chairman for Cricket Council USA, and my job was build the cricket in the United States and have 8 regions, which has been developing. And first cricket ever been played and fast version is at T20 in Dania Beach. I migrated 1984 in USA. My dream was how come cricket is not been playing one of the American sports. The reason is not been playing, there was long version games. Is the 5 days to find out who's win the games. So they never been one of the American sports. So I created the shortest version, it's T20. It finish 2.5 hours, the games, and all Americans start liking that games. Say one of the American sports. But just remember, cricket, the second world largest sports after the soccer, and none of them Americans recognize that sports is a cricket in America. But now is moving forward. We have first stadiums has been built internationally, and my duty is I live in Palm Beach. I brought MCL, Major Cricket Leagues, in Palm Beach County first time last year during the pandemic. And first Hall of Fame dinner night I invited have to be hosted in Palm Beach. Second goal is I want to bring this thing up World Cup championships in Palm Beach and Broward County in USA. 2024, I went to the Dubai last week. They're recognizing they gonna have World Cup in USA 2024. Is World Cup is cricket is just like Olympic. It's just like Olympics. So I want to have, first of all, I met today and who actually introduced me, Mr. Michael Zeff, actually, I'm sorry for his name, but he's the one who introduced me here, and I did a lot of programs in Palm Beach County for the Kids Festival every year, and also we bring the first cricket fields is ICC approved in Palm Beach County. My goal is some way county mayors and commissioners and recognizing cricket in Palm Beach bring one of the sports. Just for the youth, for knowledge, cricket is most paying sports. It's minimum, like my son is born raised is in Palm Beach. He's playing for USA teams. Minimum his contract is $200,000 small leagues to up to $20 million. That's a huge amount of the money incentive for the kids. He's in Dubai right now, he's playing up there. But there's a lot of American kids, they will start playing cricket now. So we had MCL we started, we like to your support. We want to have more field in Palm Beach County, and I can do my contributions, developing cricket in Palm Beach. We want to bring Palm Beach one of the cricket home grounds, and God bless America, God bless West Palm Beach. Sports can be bringing in cricket in Palm Beach. Thank you so much.
MAQ Group is the real estate investment company. Our goal at MAQ Group is to provide you with the expertise and service you need to do business in today's complex market. More information visit maqtv.com. Our latest project for investment, Cedar Creek Road, Fayetteville, North Carolina at exit 49 on I-95, 4825 Windsor Place, Pomfret, Maryland, Charles County, 511 West Bridge Road, Fayetteville, Georgia, Fayette County.
Trying to get this thing up in North Carolina, the cricket stadium. We're going to have those similar matter with the Sharjah Stadium. We come to watch this thing, how the Sharjah Stadium goes. It's a huge facility, but we'll have the space, 72 acre. We're building on the North Carolina. Then I-95 is one of the stadium like Sharjah Stadium. So we bring the cricket, not just from there, and we bring all the vision from the Sharjah Stadium also to bring in USA. So make the scale of the USA cricket one of the international scale.
We're staying with cricket news, and young female administrator Samantha Qureshi in the United States was recently rewarded for her excellent work in developing cricket in that part of the world. The young Qureshi, a champion show jumper, was able to walk away with a recognition award from the Hall of Fame. Now she's the chief accountant at Cricket Council USA, and her work was really recognized. Let's hear what she has to say.
I actually was surprised by getting this today. No one told me. So it was a pleasant surprise. Thank you everyone who recognized me tonight. I do a lot of work with Cricket Council. I'm the CFO. I have my hand in a lot of different aspects of tournaments that we do and other aspects, like we do fundraising, and we have our youth programs, and I do a lot with all of that as far as organization and other things. So it's just really nice to be recognized tonight, and I appreciate it. Thank you guys.
Well, thanks a lot. We want to continue to encourage Samantha in doing her work. From the West Indies, we want to wish her all the best as well.
खेलेंगे हम जुनून से, खेल तो है ये खून में। खेलेंगे हम जुनून से, खेल तो है ये खून में। जब बल्ला घूमे धरती झूमे दुनिया ये देखे हमको संग है दुआएं सबकी अपने ऐसा वैसा समझना हम मालिक हैं अपनी मर्जी के हम जी चाहे जो वो करते देंगे हम हारेंगे हम ना रब से है उम्मीदें हमको Let's play US Open cricket, 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 let's play.
So I'm here with the legend Brian Lara. He is here to watch some of the cricket here at the US Open. So Brian, what are you up to at the moment? What are you doing here in Florida?
Actually, I just came from Bahamas. I was playing some golf and, you know, I mean, Miami is very close to Trinidad. So spending a week, I understand that through my travel agent, actually, that this cricket tournament is going on. So I felt that I just passed in, but it's more of a Christmas shopping holiday for me.
And have you bought anything nice so far?
Yeah, for my daughters, that's about it. But yeah, I mean, it's always a great spot to be, and it's just great to see cricket being played in the United States.
Of course, and lots of West Indian players playing today. And throughout the week, have you seen anyone who
So welcome back as we continue coverage here of the World Cup Day 2, a final preliminary round game. We have the United States batting first and scoring 99 for 8, and now the West Indies, they will be chasing 100. Both teams unbeaten so far in the tournament, winning both their preliminary games. And as we were saying before, this is just a dress rehearsal for tomorrow's final, which starts at 9:30 a.m. As I say good afternoon to my dear friend Joe Suraj, who brought fireside duck, and it was absolutely delicious. I think we must say thanks to your friend who cooked that duck there, Joe.
Well, you know, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I mean, we're in Florida and it's noted to have all these Muscovy duck flying all over the place. But the thing about Florida is that I have some friends here who try to live that life like they're still in Trinidad. And they certainly do carry the torch, and we must congratulate them. So I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was wonderful indeed. So we're ready for the action. Ken Singh, the opening fast bowler, is opening the batting, and he has with him Tony Kalicharan. They'll be chasing 100.
I think is this, you think, a prelude for the final tomorrow? Because both teams won 2 games. This will be a balance of 2 versus 3.
Yeah, well, you know, this is the address rehearsal for tomorrow's final. At 9:30 a.m. we have the finals, and then after lunch we have the third place playoff, and that'll be between Canada and India. India losing again today. They have lost all their preliminary round games, and the Canadians, they defeated them, winning 1 out of 3, but that could count for nothing if the Indians could make a comeback tomorrow and defeat Canada. They would not end at the bottom of the standings.
Well, with that said, the opening bowler there is Prahlad Madabushi.
Yes, he bowled very well, Madabushi. In the last game, he took 2 for 9 actually. That was early on today when they played India. Madhubishi, the man from Tampa, and he will be looking to make a name for himself. He plays club cricket in Atlanta, and so he's an active cricketer.
Well, a little correction there. I think the opening pair, along with Ken Singh, is Bim George.
Oh, so
and
that actually is not Bim George. That is Tony Kalicharan.
The number 8, huh?
Yep, number 3 is Tony Kalicharan and Ken Singh.
Okay.
So here's Marubishi. He's into Ken off the back foot. What is Marubishi appealing for? That was definitely missing leg stump.
Well, the excitement with a low score, and they want to put a break on the West Indies team as early as they can.
Marubishi. This one goes the other way. Now there's an appeal for stumping. So Ken Singh having a rough time at the top so far from Marubishi, who seems to want to appeal for everything. Let's look at the right arm leg spinner again. Singh drives down to mid-off, and that's poor fielding. Can't allow fielding like that when you have such a small target.
Yeah, and the score moves on to 2 with Tony Kalicharan at the strike again, right-handed Tony Kalicharan. So I guess the bowler will fancy the right-hander there.
There is a slip in place in the form of Kenroy Wright. Oh, that's big turn there for Marubishi.
I see today the pitch is playing different.
Well, as the series goes on, it gets a bit slower. The spinners come into their own, and you're seeing that now. Short and pulled away down to deep mid-wicket. Only one. That was a bad delivery. Marubishi really got away with that. But they have a good over, though. In the main, just 3 runs coming. It's 3 without loss.
Well, that certainly was a bad delivery, and he'll be thankful they didn't went for a boundary or maximum. So not a bad start by US All-Stars.
Well, it's Team USA. They're playing against the West Indies here, and let's see who will take up the attack now.
It seems like Mac won the bowl. I haven't seen Mac did some batting today.
Yeah, Mac got 38, batted well. Also bowled early on today. So Kalicharan and Singh will be looking to get their team off to a good start.
Well, I'm not sure who's the bowler at the moment, but
Nadeem Khan.
Nadeem Khan. That was Wright going to bowl, but Nadeem Khan is going to be the number 2 bowler. And let's see what happens in second over.
Right away, nicely, lovely shot there by Kalicharan for 4. Slightly angling into him, and he just helped it around the corner.
Yes, pretty easy shot. That boundary was well executed in that open vacant area. Now being the power play, so it wasn't difficult to make that choice. And in comes Khan to Kalicharan.
Short, got away, 4 more. Kalicharan is up and running now. He's a short man, but he's able to get to that. It was way outside the off stump. Khan giving him some pace to work with.
And Kalicharan is making a statement here. He wants to make meal work out of that 99 runs.
Well, he wants to take advantage of the power play.
And now you can see they're putting one guy out on the mid-wicket boundary. Hopefully, probably because of that previous shot, that four that went in that area.
You can't really set a field for bad bowling, and that last delivery was short and wide. You can't really set a field for that. Let's see if Khan can rebound. Short, pulled away, protection down there. And Marubishi gets rid of it quickly, just one. So that fielder placed down there for that short delivery. The pitch has been unresponsive to the fast bowlers. So it makes no sense trying to bang the ball onto the turf.
I think the fast bowlers need to, the slow bowling, as you observe, is being very effective. And line and length is very important. And the variation of the speed of the ball is important. So as you would notice, that the West Indies have been trying different opening pair.
Yeah, they have, I heard last night they were saying that they haven't settled on an opening pair just yet. So they're now trying Ken Singh at the top with Kali Charan. And Khan was lucky to get away with that.
And so far, it's not a bad over for the West Indies.
Getting short. He pulls this. Not getting hold of it as he would like. Arbishi again in attendance.
I think that ball being short, if you want to execute that shot with the fieldman at that position, he either has to go backward or square or in the cow corner area. What's your thought?
Yeah, well, Singh is looking a bit ungainly there, trying to hit a delivery that was not there for that shot. Don't know how good Singh is with the bat. You can probably tell me, Joe.
Well, yesterday was, I believe, run out, and we didn't see much of him, but as an opening batsman, there's a lot of agricultural strokes.
Yeah, he's sticking to the ground on a number of occasions. Not looking in the classical mold, but Kali Charan at the other end. Tell us a bit about Kali Charan. You know about him?
Well, what I've heard, Kali Charan is Hartford, Connecticut base. I understand he's an excellent player, a big run getter out in the leagues out there. So he comes with a lot of pedigree in terms of run scoring. However, in the previous game, we bat out in the middle. And obviously, the team, as you said, looking for that open pair. They have confidence that he can do well at the top. Usually, Peter Singh opens most of the time.
Well, Peter Singh taking a rest for this game. Here's Malabichi. Driving Kalitran. He could be in trouble. And the catch has been taken. So the first wicket falls. And Manubishi strikes.
So Kalitran has gone for 12 out of 8 ball. Score is 14 without loss in 13 balls. Let's see who come next to the crease. Like I was saying, that Ken Singh is not looking quite comfortable out there. And 1 run from 5 balls, 4 dot balls. But even though which you can catch up eventually, but he's certainly not looking comfortable.
Well, definitely not. So if the West Indies can get another breakthrough here quickly, they can really put some pressure. Sorry, the US, they can put some pressure on the West Indies.
That is possible, but I know the West Indies were trying different opening pair, have a lot of in-depth batting.
And they're batting right down.
Remember, these guys who would have been selected or available for this game would be players who would have played good cricket, still playing cricket, and good at it at this level, at the Masters level.
So Nazim Ali comes in now.
I thought Nazim Ali in the first game yesterday impressed me with his sort of aggressive, but the second game he did not bat with that same style, and he was very slow in this. So let's see what he can do in the third game.
Well, it's not a big challenge. The required rate is just 6.8, so it's not a big challenge. So he can take his time, play himself in.
And as you see in the field placement, they have two guys outside the long on and the mid wicket with a slip. It seemed like Wright is doing most of the field setting out there.
So Marabishi will leak further on. He's now conceded 5. He's doing a good job, Marabishi.
Not bad at all. And they're keeping them to the second over was good for the West Indies, but this over and the first over so far is good for the US All Stars.
Yeah, it's been a good over. Marabishi keeping things tight. Not timing it again, Ken Singh. Definitely does not look like an opener to me.
He doesn't.
Don't know if he's out of form.
But I think he's just trying to hit the ball too hard rather than time the ball. There should be 2 runs.
So Singh goes on out to 3. Marabishi continuing here to be very, very economical. It's also picking wickets.
Well,
9 earlier on today.
Well, good bowling, I must say. 2 overs, 1 wicket and 6 runs. That's certainly what the US would require from not only Marabishi, but most of the bowlers.
Yeah, well, the US, the selectors will now be put under some headaches because going into that final, you have Nasser Charlie, who's your major leg spinner, and then you have Rizwan, who's also a regular leg spinner, and now you have Marabishi putting his hands up. Marabishi can also bat.
So the score moves to 17 for 1 at the end of 3 overs. The current run rate 5.7, required run rate 6.9. It should be a decent game, but like we said earlier, Kimberly, we think it's an under par score.
Fazil Jahar is appealing for a stump out.
It's very animated in the back there. And we have, again in the booth, Kimberly, who is visiting all the way from Jamaica in the Caribbean, professional commentator. And it's nice to be working alongside you.
Pushed away from 1. Score goes on now to 18. Rizwan in his first over.
So, in the Broward area, there's just for some information, we know there's a Diwali festival both sides of the stadium today. And tomorrow I was told that there's 2 cricket matches that local league cricket on the outside circles of the ground. And of course tomorrow at 9:30 is the final. And after which it would be the 3rd and 4th place, and then the presentation of awards.
Swing and a miss. And there's an appeal for stumping. He's gone. So Peter Singh has to leave. And he really struggled out there, Peter.
Never looked good. He never looked, in my opinion, anything opening batsman. Haven't really played a particular shot or strike the ball in a way that an opening batsman should.
Yeah, he tried to hit everything, and most times he did not connect. 18 for 2.
And I guess the U.S. would see ball leaving him, no lateral movement. Do you think that's like a premeditated shot?
So at the moment, they're celebrating 18 for 2.
Well, they with the tails up a little bit. I mean, sometimes in cricket, a low score could be a good score in some cases. Underestimate the opponents, they go a little bit cocked up with their style and batting and change around batting order and so forth, and eventually it comes to bite them. But like I said earlier, the U.S., the West Indies have in-depth batted, so now is the time for the other guys to prove their wit. So now comes in Bim George, left-hander. Again, another Connecticut player. Left-arm orthodox spinner.
So Rizwan getting a wicket. So Bim George bowled really well early on. Seems to be a good player. Yeah, Joe?
Yeah, he is. Last year he did pretty well, both in the batting department and but Bim George is one of, and Nagamoto are the 2 over 45 player in this West Indies team.
Oh, he's nicely forward, just easing it away. So there's a good fight back here too by the United States team. The bowlers have done well.
Well, I think the U.S. will be happy where they are at the moment. I mean, like I said, the lower score, but taking 2 of the West Indies wicket and the 4th over in progress, they'll be happy with that. Looking for maybe a little breakthrough again.
Nearly a mix-up there. And the 4, 19 for 2, and a very good over from Rizwan Mohammed.
Definitely, and 2 great overs from the opening bowler. So the US only had 1 bad over really, and 3 great overs. So
yeah, the opening partnership here not really setting a good foundation for the West Indies.
I want to believe that trial and error and the choice they make in terms of the opening pair.
Well, they'll have
didn't
to
work
settle
out for them.
Yeah, they'll have to settle on an opening pair for the finals, one that they are comfortable with.
Well, by winning the first 2 games, give them that opportunity to be a little flexible, I would think.
Yeah, they have the luxury of trying things out now. But you don't want to go into a final against the same opponents, losing to them in the semi-finals.
And that's pulled away by Bim George, back of the square, mid-wicket area. And that's another boundary. So
that's how you deal with short bowling.
Welcome. That's a welcome boundary.
And the full toss, in fact, swung away.
And the bowler is Marabushi, who had 2 fantastic overs.
He was very good up front. That one probably just slipping out the leg spinner.
And Bim George plays that on the one side, 1 run, and into strike would be Nazim Ali.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what the only bad ball that Marabushi have bowled so far.
Yeah, and he was put away for 4.
And like we said earlier, Kensington was not batting comfortable.
I didn't look the part at all.
And wicketkeeper Jahur is quite active.
Always very active. Jahur, a big man.
Just came in from Trinidad on the last minute call. Played for the US last year as well. Oh, Pakistan.
Pakistan.
He played for Pakistan
but
last
year. He was telling me he's really enjoying his stint with the US the US team. Worked away for 4. Another full pitch delivery there by Madwishi.
I think that's some bad feeling. The fieldman could have done better. So that would be an easy giveaway for the West Indies. And the score moves on to 28 for 2 and 4.4 overs.
Target is 100. Remember, the target is 100. So with a consolidation needed here now, it's Marubishi. And that's a better delivery. Taken by Jahur. It's in his final over. 1 for 15.
I believe the US will be expecting the other bowlers to do just as well as Madabushi, to have a fighting chance in this game.
End of the over, the end of 5. The score is 28 for 2. And you'll be joined by a new commentator, and that's Kimberly.
And welcome, Kimberly, again.
Thank you, Joe.
And looking on from the back of the booth there, what's your thought of the game so far?
Well, it's a good game, good fight. I can see that Team USA, they're putting up a fight. At one stage, they were in this position, 28 for 2, but they managed to get 99 runs on the board. And the target for Team USA, it is 100. It might sound a little bit, but it's a lot of runs on the board.
It's on the board already.
It
and,
is.
Like I said earlier, small scores tend to have people a little bit cocky. They change styles. They overlook the opponents. They drop their hand. And eventually, sometimes they suffer for it.
That's true. I totally agree with you there, Joe. So it's Ali who had played a wonderful innings yesterday. Well, he have a big task ahead of him. They need another 72 runs from 60 deliveries. And Team USA, they are not going down without a fight at all.
Well, certainly not. The game looked quite balance. Let's see as we proceed which way it's going to swing.
Yes. So the record run rate is 7.2, current run rate is 5.6, and we have a lot of viewers across the world and managed to get home. Not a bad throw in their draw.
Well, I think that was good running. The ball went out to the cover here, and they can't depend on boundaries. So after 5 overs, the power play, the field is well spread out, so ones and twos could move the scores along.
Yes, and if they can follow in the footstep of Team Canada, where they put pressures on the field and they hurry for twos and threes, that, as you said correctly, that will help them to get to the mark of 100. But I want to say thanks to our viewers who are watching on maqtv.com right across the world. The ladies, they are in the hairdressing shop from morning. Alison, Tammy, and Sharon, they're watching live on their TV in Jamaica. We say thanks for tuning in with us.
Well, certainly, and worldwide broadcast, and those who are viewing, the viewing public and listen as well. I hope you're enjoying this broadcast. It is certainly a pleasure to be here with you, Kimberly. I mean, we met 2 weeks ago in the Cricket Hall of Fame, and I myself being inducted. It's nice to be within these circles, meeting people and cricketing fraternity. And you know, I'm visiting from New York, so and you're from Jamaica.
No problem, man.
What an international representation.
Yes, and nice meeting you guys and the folks as well. Had a wonderful time at the induction ceremony. It was good. But West Indies, they need another 69 runs. They're 31 for 2. Ali and George at the crease. Mohammed bowling pretty well so far there, Joe.
Yes, definitely. That's his second over, and he's doing well. 1 for 6 in 1.5 overs. That's good bowling. That's exactly what the U.S. wants.
And the game that U.S. play earlier against Team India, they used spinners to pull back things from India. After India got a good start this morning, Qureshi introduced the spinners, and he sees that the spinners are doing things for him. So why not just continue with them?
Yes, well observed. But yesterday we observed that the slower bowling was the trick yesterday. That's why the West Indies used 5 spinners, and they have a battery of spin bowlers. So all you saw was the only medium pace bowler was Ken Singh. Other than that, it's a spin all the way. As you see what they did earlier in the first innings. And the slow bowling tend to continue as the pitch will deteriorate a little bit. Today, I observed that there's a little more turn and movement with the spin bowling, the gripping that ball rather than yesterday.
Yes, I agree with you totally, Joe. 6 overs completed, 32 for 2, going at a run rate of 5.3. The record run rate is 7.6. This partnership consists of 14 runs. They need another 68 runs from 54 deliveries. George, who is on 9, Ali, who is on 7 from 11 deliveries. Mohammed bowled 2 overs, 6 runs and a wicket, and Madabushi, who is 3 overs, completed his spell, 15 runs and a wicket.
Well, now you're going to see into action the new bowler, Nazir Javed, the Pakistani, who is certainly the U.S. trump card bowler. Fantastic last year, fantastic so far in the series, and it will be a challenge for the West Indies.
Yes, talking about fantastic there, Joe. Yesterday he picked up 3 wickets, so 14 runs, a very economical one, 4.67 runs from his spell, 3 for 14. He's gone. A soft dismissal. Yes, right to the man. And the 3rd wicket has fallen. The score reads 32 for 3. That's the first delivery for Javed. He has picked hit up the wicket of Ali, who walks back to the dressing room for 7 from 11 deliveries. Well, West Indies, they're looking a little shaky there, Joe. What you have to say?
Well, as I said earlier, just now a few minutes ago, is that Nazir Javed, the bowler, is their trump card. And so said, so done. First ball, easy, and a wicket. That puts West Indies in a little peculiar position, not out of the game, certainly, but the US is not giving up.
They're doing it with a fight.
Definitely. They're fighting, and they're showing that what's made on the board can be protected.
Yes, indeed, it's already there. So they're just putting in the work now to defend what they have set already. And Sattar, the new batter who is walking towards the crease, another 68 runs needed from 53 deliveries. The lights are on. It's getting a little bit dark there, but the lights are good.
Yeah, it might be better out there than what we can see from here.
Yes.
But with the light coming on early, hopefully it doesn't affect the play in terms of how the fieldsmen are looking at, or even the batsman in terms of sighting the white ball.
Yes. But, Joe, this is going to be a very competitive game.
I think it is, because, as I said earlier, with Rizwan, 2 overs for 6 runs, and Madabushi early on sort of put some pressure on the West Indies team. Now with Nazir Javed, who is their key bowler, already got a wicket, could make a difference in this game.
Well, he's making a difference already for sure. He picked up a wicket with his first delivery. The score reads 33 for 3. West Indies, for them to get this game, they will have to build a partnership, and that is now between Sattar and George. They have to be grounded now, work on their 1s and 2s, but I'm telling you, Team USA, they are definitely working with the spinners to destroy the defending champion, Team West Indies.
Yes, and what I saw with Javed, which is locally known as Charlie, his experience is fantastic, and you can see he plays the game extremely serious. And if you notice the field, they're trying to protect the offside. Yesterday he challenged the batsman in terms of he was not afraid to fly the ball, the slow ball. His line was outside the off stump. Let's see what's happened today.
So the offside being protected definitely with a field like that, he's not going to stray down the leg side, because how many fielders are on the leg side? 3?
Well, from here, I'm seeing 4.
4, okay.
So you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. But with the side screen there, it's difficult. I doubt they will have someone
right there,
right down in the back, which is
down by fine leg.
By fine leg, because we can't see from here.
Right.
That's one of the errors out here.
Spinners are doing the work for Team USA. It's not going to be a walk in the park for the defending champion. We know the final comes up tomorrow.
Well, certainly, but as earlier, based on the record, USA won 2 games. This is probably a prelude to what to come tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So both teams will want to feel out each other after looking at some of the results.
Because if you're just joining us, Team USA and Team West Indies, they're the ones that will be playing in the finals tomorrow. Team USA, they won 2 games, and Team West Indies the same. So they'll be playing off tomorrow in the finals. We'll be having a game between Team Canada and India tomorrow. I think 9:30. Sweeps well. The fielder comes around. They will double up, coming back for the second. And they get it quite comfortably there. At the end of over 7, it is 39 for 3. Another 61 runs required from 48 deliveries. George, who is on 14 from 10. Statar, who is on 2 from 2. a partnership of 7 runs so far. And Javed bowled a good spell. Picked up a wicket for 7 runs. The run rate still remains at 5. Required run rate 7.6. 1 extra so far. Earlier in the game today, saw where Team USA they bowled 11 extras. Well, they have managed to discipline themselves so far. Only 1 on the board already. 61 runs needed from 48. Joe.
Well, I think as we said, we should see a nice game.
Definitely.
And it head into that type of game where, again, low scores. But I think it's balanced at the moment. With West Indies losing 3 wickets after 7 overs. There's 8 overs to get 61 runs.
Right.
It's gettable, but it's a challenge, I think.
It is a challenge, but if the West Indies team, well, from my point of view here, Joe, if the West Indies team wants to get this one, they will have to try and bat out the spinners, try and guide them out until they can find a bowler who they can attack and get in some boundaries. They have 7 wickets in hands, so that's what they will have to try and do.
Well, they will, but I think the USA is doing a fantastic job in terms of
a loud appeal from the keeper. Wasn't a convincing appeal from Mohammed, though.
Yes, the wicketkeeper, Jahur, there is quite animated. He's aggressive, he's a big guy and he's in the game all the time. So he will also look for that opportunity. Even though someone mightn't see it, he tries to get the umpire involved all the time.
Yes, I must commend him too. He's a good keeper as well. That one passes him. They're coming up for the second, looking to come back for 3. Managed to get home, so 4 wides coming in.
That will be welcomed.
Yes, indeed. Well, we're happy that the day turned out really, really good here, Joe. We had a little scatter shower this morning. Well, it passed very quickly.
Well, we cannot ask for nothing better. This is Florida, South Florida. Based on my experience, rain could fall at any moment.
Okay.
And we are fortunate that the last game going on, and it should come on board. This game should finish with good weather, I think.
Yes. Last night we went up until about 7 o'clock. What time is it now? It is 6:23. So maybe we're heading back for a 7 o'clock finish.
Yeah, well, yesterday they predict rain at about 7. We didn't get the rain until late in the night, as you would know, if you were hanging out later in the night. I was a little bit, and it did start to rain late. So the score moves to 44 for 3, 7.3 overs. The bowler is Rizwan Mohammed. He's in his last over. Excellent bowling from him, I must say.
Indeed. Definitely, Joe. This partnership consists of 12 runs. When you look at it, he gotten 3 dots there in the over already. 4 wides a run. Well, make that the second run. So what? 6 runs from it so far. Or 7. Yes, 6.
Yeah, so that's 12 runs so far in his spell, and you have 1 more ball. That's with 1 wicket. That's excellent bowling.
Yes, it is. Spinners doing a wonderful job for Team USA. Qureshi must be impressed with the spinners.
And Bim George is placing that square on the one side, 1 run. He moves on to 16 out of 12. I think he's batting okay, but Satar just came in and he needs to step up his game a little bit. But I must say, what a good bowling spell from Rizwan Mohammed. 3 overs, no maidens, 13 runs, 1 wicket. That's excellent.
That is. Can't ask for better.
Something like that.
So another 54 runs now required from 42 deliveries. Required run rate is 7.7. The current run rate is 5.8. This partnership consists of 14 runs. And so it is George and Statar George who have been at the crease, as Joe said, for quite some time. Maybe you'll have to have an attack on a bowler. Javed, well, he won't try to attack Javed here.
Well, it's a challenge because Javin is a really shrewd bowler.
Yes, he is.
And he challenges, I observe, he challenges the batsman. So let's see which way the pendulum swings. It's a good line.
Yes.
A very good line. Left-handed Bim George have to choose which direction he wants to go with that. But Javed is not afraid to toss the ball up and float it in the air, tempt the batsman. See, like that, for example.
Well, clearly the keeper, maybe he got up too early, because he did flight that one up to George. George wanted to go for the big hit, but didn't make connection there. If you're just joining us, welcome.
And here comes in Charlie. He slowed up that one, but his line is pretty accurate.
He is.
He's not straying down the leg side. He's on wicket to wicket or outside the off stump.
Well, he's bowling to the field that is set for him. 47 for 3.
I think the US is doing a marvelous job so far.
Yes, they are. They're defending their 100. And they made 99. For being here yesterday and today, I really enjoying it here. Wonderful.
Oh, certainly it is. And, you know, out in the northeast and so forth, weather is changing now. So to come out in Florida is lovely weather.
Yeah.
It's welcoming.
Definitely.
I know you don't have that problem in Jamaica for sure. So
lovely sunshine.
This is like home for you.
Yes, it is.
Right, and the score moves to 48 for 3. Abdul Sattar 4 out of 7. Bim George 17 out of 15. If the West Indies need to move forward, they need to accelerate a little bit better than this. The US is doing a great job in containing them.
Well, for the past 2 overs, I'm yet to see a boundary. So George is asking, what's that? Isn't that a wide? Umpire Brown is saying, no, it's right in line. So watch those lines. Old veteran in the business, Vincent Brown. Umpire Vincent Brown.
And Babe George is pulling that square wicket. They're hustling for 2. I believe they need to do a little more of that. Settling for 1 and or dot balls will not cut it at this stage of the game.
No. So only 4 runs coming from that over. Javier picked up 11 runs from 2 overs and a wicket. George, he's on 19 from 17. Sattar, he's on 4 from 7 deliveries. The 50 comes up at the end of over number 9. Another 50 runs required from 36 deliveries. The required run rate climbs a little bit. It moves up to 8.3. The current run rate remains at 5.6. 5 extras so far. And they're bowling. They're doing a wonderful job.
Yeah, well, Nazir Javed 2 overs for 11 runs, 1 wicket, and Rizwan with his spell of 3 overs for 12 runs, 1 wicket. The US cannot ask for more from their bowlers thus far. So the new bowler will be Faisal Akhtar, and let's see if he can continue for the US in that same vein.
Yes, it's for us to see. Well, they seem to be having an activity close by us tonight.
Yes, as I said earlier, it's Diwali. It's a religious festival.
What a shot! Will the fielder get around? No, it crashes into the fence for 4.
Well, I believe the fielder at the cover point boundary saw that very late.
Yes.
And by the time he's ready to go to the ball, he has to go to over the boundary for it. So what a for welcome boundary by the West Indies, by Sattar. And let's see where they could move from here. The new, as you realize, the 3 bowlers did excellent.
Yes.
So I believe they will want to target the next 2 bowlers out from here.
But that delivery from Akhtar was very wide outside of the off stump. Goes for it again. The fielder comes up. Well, he managed to see this one in time there, Joe.
Yes, but they still get 2 runs out of it because the fieldsman went slightly squarer, exactly where the first ball went.
Right. So 6 runs from 2 deliveries. Statar knows that he has to step up his game now. That's a slow one. Waits for it patiently. Can't see what's happening in front of us off the side screen.
Well, there's a fieldsman on the long on boundary there, so they run for another 2. That's 8 in the over out of 3 balls. What's exactly what the West Indies wants.
Definitely.
But the US don't need that.
So the run rate climb a little bit now. Giving him room outside of the off stump again. But it's just the one taking on the arm, and they come back for a second.
That was a poor throw. They actually gave away an extra there. So
10 from it.
Sorry.
10 from it so far there, Joe, with 2 deliveries to come.
That's a good over so far for the West Indies.
Yes. Joe, Akhtar is giving Sattar enough room outside of the off stump to step to it.
He's bowling very loose at the moment. He's bowling very loose at the moment, and it's becoming a big over for the West Indies. Another 2 runs again.
So make that 12 from 5.
So that's, and Abdul Sattar is taking advantage of that over. I mean, now he went to 16 out of 12 balls. Originally, he was way on the par.
Yes. So 38 runs required now.
So another wide outside the off stump. But it's that dot ball. And we'll have a commentary change. Ivor will take over from me. And Kimberly, certainly nice being with you. I guess you guys will finish the game.
All right, Joe. It was
take
nice
a break,
chatting with
certainly.
you. So while I await Ivor, and thank you, Joe, for being with us in the commentary box. While I wait, Ivor, 38 runs now needed from 30 deliveries. The record run rate is 7.6. The current run rate is 6.2. This partnership is consists of 30 runs. After being at 18 for 2, Team West Indies, they are now at 62 for 3, with Sattar, who is on 16 from 13 deliveries, George, who is on 19 from 17, and all my viewers who are watching right across the world, thank you for tuning with us.
Yes, it's good to be back, and we're going to be docking the ship here. Final match of the day, 62 for 3. So one is going to win, one is going to lose. I'm not going to say who it is, but the equation, not a hard one. 30 balls, 38 runs. The batting team should be in good stead with only 3 wickets down. USA going to need wickets. So we're going to see how well MAQ Qureshi will marshal his troops, skipper MAQ Qureshi. And what I can say here, we're under lights here at the Broward County Stadium. And it's winding down, slated to finish around 7 o'clock. But I think we're going to be finishing before that. Maybe about 5 minutes to 7. Last evening we finished at 5 minutes to 7 o'clock. So here we go, taking a long time to start this over. They're trying to get everyone put their feet on that exact blade of grass. So how have you been?
I've been good, Ivor. Team USA, they have used spinners to tighten up things on Team West Indies. Now they need another 38 runs from 30 deliveries. Javed in his final over, he picked up 1 wicket already for 11 runs. Setting the field, he's hunting for another one, but it is George who is on strike. Picked up a quick run there. I think they would want to see bat out the over of Javed.
Well, Charlie, you know, he would have picked up some free wickets, remember?
For 14.
14 in the first inning, so he's shown out the second time around, trying to really pull the rabbit out of the hat. Gonna need 1 or 2 wickets in this over here to really peg back the defending champions West Indies. It's a hard ask, but he's flighting this one up and he's driving. But there's a man out in the extra cover. They're taking 2. It'll be a relaxing 2. As Joe comes in just over the head of the bowler. And again, I want to take this time out to really compliment all the cricketers who are on the show. You know, they're up in age, and age is honor. So we definitely have to, not to be too hard on these cricketers. Sometimes we tend to just forget that we are playing up against the aged people who have been there in their heyday. So, want to say, on behalf of, you know, Cricket Council USA, MAQ TV, US Open, and all of us here in South Florida, we want to welcome all, especially cricketers who would have graced us with their presence on the field of play, putting on the uniform to continue playing sports at this time. We just want to say it's indeed a pleasure. This is going to be an easy 2 as they settle for 1 because Ken White, like a youngster, I'm here talking about these guys. We should be easy on them, but Ken White had some yellow yam there. He's out of Jamaica. Yeah, you see, he dug his heels in and he got out there and saved a run for his team. They were attacking with a slip, so Ken White isn't slip. They pushed easily for a single. It was off. So just to continue, Charlie again outside. He's getting this one to slip, saving a single, another single. Charlie has this batter, Sattar, in a vice grip. He's been there for some 15 deliveries. He's struck. He's scored some 19 runs. So a target of 100, an even 100. Oh, just out of the outstretched hands of Ken White. This one is running down to the boundary. Is he going to get there? No. But perhaps there would, of course, for a few.
So that's the end of Javed's spell. Picked up a wicket for 19 runs. The score reads 70 for 3. Another 30 runs required from 24 deliveries. Current run rate, they are going at 6.4 runs and over. Required run rate is 7.5. This partnership moves up to 38. And Sattar, he's on 22. George, who is on 21 from 19 deliveries. And so Qureshi is wondering who is going to go to next.
Well, I'm going to say hi and hello to David, representing Trinidad and Tobago. I know at this time he's having a Mad Hatter tie. He drinks that English tie. He's having Mad Hatter tie. David, didn't see you here today. The boys are here. Dave and the boys are on the balcony. And as usual, when I passed it, they had the fridge open. Yes, everything was nice, but the fridge was open. The door was open. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure I'll see you in tomorrow for the grand finale. All of 2 games tomorrow. And it's one would be of academical interest. Mm-hmm. Fighting for 3rd spot between Canada and India. And these 2 teams would meet again tomorrow. This time it's going to be for the grand finale. Now, Ken White, not a bowler to be put in the bowling on the bowling list, but who knows, they might be trying to buy a wicket here. So you're going to bowl 2 steps to the wicket and just hop over, and you're going to ask this ball to be hit, And Ken Wright, he captains the South Florida team. So he's going to bring out his experience. Like I say, he's going to take 2 steps and just going to roll his arm over. And he's going to say, well, see me here, hit me, hit me. So here he goes. Ken
30 runs needed. Makes that 29. So Qureshi turns to Kenroy Wright, expecting him to get a wicket or try to keep things tight here. I think this game will come down to the wire because they need 29 runs now from 23 delivers. A nail-biting finish. I think we'll get that one today. We had a close one this morning between Team USA and Team India. Went down to the wire where they needed 4 from 6.
So there's a dot, and they're going to require a lot of dots. Don't think they're going to be trying to bowl this and roll this team over in terms of wickets. They're going to need a lot of dots. So Ken Roy, like I said, just comes up, rolled out of the outer edge, and it's going to point. And scampers through for a quick single. So West Indies, the defending champions, are on the hustle. Equation. 28 runs, 21 balls. The batting team should be favored to win this.
So Kenroy setting the field. Satar, he's on strike. 23 runs from 18 delivers.
And another dot. So Kenroy is keeping things tight. 2 more deliveries to go. So we have 2 singles and 2 dots. As he comes to that hop, again bowls outside the off stump, and he's slashing this one.
What a shot. Nice shot.
Let's see. He stops it. So they're going to be 1 and 2. Would they take the arm on? I think they should. Yes, so he's going to be 3 runs. So good work in the deep there. Get the big size 12 boot out and save the run. He was really headed towards the boundary ropes.
Scores read 75 now. And they need another 25 runs from 19. Kenroy setting the field. Wouldn't mind bowling another dot to end the over. 5 runs from his over so far. George, who is on 22. Satar, who's on 26.
Okay, this one is in the air. It's in the air. It's going. I cannot see what's out of reach. I think he must have dropped it. Based on what Ken Wright is saying. Did it go? I'm not sure. It was out of our vision.
Well, 12 overs gone. 77 for 3. 7 runs coming from that over from Kenroy Wright. The score, they need another 23 runs from 18 deliveries. Partnership grown to 45. Current run rate is 6.4. Required run rate is 7.7. 5 extras in the game already. So Javid completed his spell. Gone for 19 runs with a wicket. George and Statar, well, it's on their shoulders to take Team West Indies over the line.
Yes, well, both teams have won all of their matches. So one is going to go down and one is going to stay up unless we have a tie. I'm not sure that... it seems as if MAQ is going to take matters in his own hands.
Well, we saw him bowl this morning, the first game between them and India. Well, he bowled a pretty good spell. Well, he's just thinking, who can I turn to? Should I take it? Who should I give it to? Because another 23 runs required from 18 deliveries.
Tariq. I think he's summoning Tariq.
So, Tariq.
Yes, remember he got the very first wicket in this tournament, Tariq, when the score against Canada was 80 without loss. So Tariq Hussain is going to be into the attack. He's a wicket taker. So he's required to keep things tight, even if he's not going to take wickets. But nothing keep you behind the clock more than taking wickets. Obviously, would be a dot. unless it's a wide and you get a stumping or something, you get the run. But if you get someone out stumped or caught, you don't want it to be a run out.
Well, Team West Indies wouldn't want to lose a wicket now after these two batsmen has been set at the crease for some time. They wouldn't mind them to take them over the line or stay there until the over is finished.
Yeah, well, their partnership of 45, 77 for 3. So Tariq this time he's driving straight into the stumps. But he didn't get a hand of it, so there was no appeal. So I guess he was hit with some venom straight back, as straight as an arrow. Knock stump over. We look at the replay here. Up, he's driving, hits the off stump.
Well, that one definitely went with some power there, Ivor.
Yes. And if you would have gotten a hand to that, and the batter was out of his crease, he'll have been out, run out. But he came back so quickly that Terry did not have time to bend down. He was straight along the carpet, straight as an arrow. And again, every time I see a ball going back to the umpire, I remember my good friend and brother David Maitland. He got struck here 2 weeks ago with a ball that came back in the air. This time it's in the air. Let's see, there's someone getting on with it. Yes or no? Where did it go? 4 runs.
A welcome boundary, West Indies. They're loving that boundary. Takes the run down now. They need another 18 runs from 16 deliveries. Well, we can say the required run rate and current run rate are on par. And they're equal up now. 6.8 is the required run rate. They're at 6.7.
Okay, again, we want to thank the Wadi Lalman and the production crew for really streaming this live. This time he's going inside out and he's really going after Tariq. It's like meat and drink here. I think he's going to go for yet another boundary. So they're targeting Tariq.
Well, 3 deliveries, 9 runs from the over so far. Tariq is under pressure. You don't want to be bowling the third over to complete the game and you're 9 runs already from your over. You'd want to keep things tight. So that's what I predicted, that the batsmen, they'll want to see out the spinners, and they did just that, and they're attacking these bowlers now.
He's got to take pace off the ball. He's bowling too full. That's what it is. So
a good comeback from Tariq after he was put away for 2 consecutive 4s.
But the still score of the delivery, he's talking about a single still, you need dots.
Well, when you look at it now, it is 13 from 14. 87 for 3. Partnership, the 50 partnership comes up between George. Swings and swings hard. It is gone. Waiting for a signal. Raises those arms. It is out of the park for a gigantic 6. What a shot.
That was a good cricketing shot. He really got that out of the screws, out of the middle of the bat. Again, he's bowling too full. And he needed to take pace off. But he's trying to bowl too full. He's been in for some rough treatment here.
Well, you used the right word there. I've asked rough treatment. 16 runs coming in. So far, we have a run, 4, 2 4s, a single and a 6. Push that wide.
4 more.
Can't put hands to it. It runs away to the boundary for 4. 20 runs from the over, a very expensive one. Pressure build up on Tariq. Another 3 runs required from 12. The score reads 97 for 3.
Well, they're just 3 runs away from victory. 2 to tie.
Look at Tariq, can't even move. He was punished.
He's shell shocked.
That's punishment from George and Satar. George, who is on 33 from 25. Satar, who is on 37 from 23, delivers. They know they had to build that partnership after they gotten in at 37 for 2 or 3, and they know that they have to shoulder this one for Team West Indies. Partnership for 65 runs, 3 runs record now.
Yes, but Ken Wright is going to try to pull a rabbit out of the hat. Now, in this closing proceeding, we still have another 12 legal deliveries in which to get just 3 runs. As Ken Wright with that hop comes in, swinging this one across the line, and it's going down to the backward square leg position. They've gone for 2, and I think they're going to run it out. And 4 runs.
It's 4. And that's the game for Team West Indies. Congratulations to them. They have won this game by 7 wickets. Well, they put a brat on it too. It's 101 for 3 in 13.1 overs. Well played by Team West Indies. They bowled well, but couldn't just finish it. So I hand over to Ivo with the scorecard.
All right, well, we have Bin George with the top score, 37 not out. Keeping company was Abdul Salim Sattar, also on 37, and the only odd double figure would have been 12 at the top. Tony Kalisharan, 101 for the loss of 3 wickets. They did it with 13 overs and 1 delivery. And in the bowling column, we're going to see we have Prahlad, he got 1 for 15. We have Rizwan Mohammed, 1 for 13. And Navid Charlie Javid, he got 1 for 19. Game done and dusted. 101 Dalmatian is on the board for loss of 3 wickets. And folks, we're telling you it was another full day's play of cricket. We had a little rain earlier, but none of the overs was cut short. So day number 2 is done and dusted as we stand.
We say thanks to our viewers for joining us on MAQ TV as well. And it was good to be here for the second day for sure.
Well, the defending champions, West Indies, have gone without losing a match. The USA have lost their first match, not going down without putting up a fight. But tomorrow again, these 2 teams are going to meet for the grand finale to be lifting the big trophy, and you'll tell them how much they're going to get in Moiti.
Oh, Lord, I wish I have that money right now. $10,000 winners take all.
Okay, there it is. So tomorrow at 9:30, we're going to have the championship match starting right here at the Broward County Stadium. For you who are viewing on the maqtv.com, we urge you to come again tomorrow and tell your neighbors, tell your friends, if they're anywhere in the vicinity of this stadium, they can come on over. We can even have church in one of the, yes, in some part in the pavilion. But nonetheless, cricket, lovely cricket. For you viewers who stayed with us throughout the day, we want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. If it's nighttime for you, you have a good night. If you're waking up somewhere over there in the Indian continent, we want to say a pleasant good morning, good evening, good night, good morning, whatever it is. So
we say thanks again. And it was nice being here, and it was nice having our views. So join us tomorrow at 9:30. Thank you. We're out.